So hello everyone, welcome to a new activity number 8. This is going to be the AWS Solution Architect Lab, and the lab name is Implementing a Serverless Architect on AWS. So let's begin in our environment. So we are on Amazon console. So the lab objectives are traditionally application run on servers, and these servers can be physical or virtual environments that run on top of physical servers. However, you must purchase the provision all these type of servers, and you must also manage their capacity. In contrast, you can run your code on AWS Lambda without needing to pre-allocate servers. With Lambda, you need to provide only the code and define a trigger. The Lambda function can run when it is needed, whether it is once a week or hundreds of times each second. You pay only what you use. This lab demonstrates how to invoke a Lambda function when a file is uploaded to S3. The file will be loaded into the Amazon DynamoDB table. The data will be available for you to view on a dashboard page that retrieves the data directly from DynamoDB. This solution does not use Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, which is EC2. It is a serverless solution that automatically scales when it is used. It also incurs little cost when it is in use. When it is idle, there is practically no cost because will you be billed for the data storage only. So the scenario is you are creating an inventory tracking system. Stores from around the world will upload an inventory file to S3. Your team wants to able to view the inventory levels and send a notification when an inventory levels are low. In this lab, you upload an inventory file to an S3 bucket, which initiates the following sequence of event. Invoke a Lambda function that read the file and insert items into a DynamoDB table. Second is another Lambda function receives update from the DynamoDB table, which then sends a message to an SNS topic when an inventory item is out of stock. Third is Amazon SNS then sends a notification through short message service SMS or email that request additional inventory. And finally, a serverless web-based dashboard application that use Amazon Cognito to authenticate to Amazon Web Services, gain access to DynamoDB table to display inventory levels. And this is going to be the architect of our lab. We upload inventory to S3 Lambda function, DynamoDB table, and then dashboard application. Use Amazon Cognito, DB table use Lambda function, SNS topic, email and mobile notification. So let's move to task 1, creating a Lambda function to load data. In this task, you create a Lambda function that processes an inventory file. The Lambda function reads the file and insert information into DynamoDB table. So let's go to Lambda. And choose create a function. Next is function name is load inventory. Runtime Python 3.8. Now change default execution role. For execution role, choose use an existing role. And for existing role, choose Lambda load inventory role. And let's create function. It says in the source code section in the environment pane, choose lambda underscore function dot py. In the code editor for the lambda function dot py, delete all the default code. And copy and paste this code. Which looks like pretty long code. The lambda inventory function code is copied over here. Next step is examine the code. It perform following steps. Download the file from Amazon S3 that invokes the event. Loop through each line in the file. Insert data into the DynamoDB inventory table. And at the top of the code source section, choose file and then save, and then deploy. Task 1 is completed here. I need to take screenshots because I have to submit assignments as well. So when I pause the video, I do take screenshots. Now task 2 is configuring an Amazon S3 event. So stores from around the world provide inventory files to load into inventory tracking system. Instead of uploading their file through FTP, the stores can upload them directly to Amazon S3. They can upload the file through a web page, through a script, or as a part of a program. When a file is received, it invokes the Lambda function. This Lambda function then loads the inventory into DynamoDB table. In this task, you create an S3 bucket and configure it to invoke the Lambda function. Now let's go to S3. Choose create bucket. Random name inventory 123. Now let's choose create bucket. Okay, maybe inventory 1, same name already exists. Lamp inventory 1. Go to choose the bucket and go to property. In the event notification, section, choose create event notification and name is going to be load inventory. Event type, all object create events. Destination, choose Lambda function. And Lambda function, choose load inventory. Let's save changes. You do not have permission to get object log details. Now task 3 is testing the loading process. You are now ready to test the loading process. You upload an inventory file and then check it that it loaded successfully. Okay. These files are the inventory files that you can use to test the system. They are comma separated values CSV files. Yes, if I pick any one of those, it says store Calcutta item echo count this. And choose object tab. Choose add file or upload. How to download this file? I am unable to figure out how to save this file. Okay. So I uploaded one file. It is not CSV, it is .txt. Yeah, now I got it. Let's remove this and add CSV file and choose upload. So now Amazon S3 automatically invokes the Lambda function which load the data into DynamoDB table. A serverless dashboard application has been provided for you to view result. Let's go to AWS details and dashboard URL. Let's copy this. Now it says inventory dashboard, and I think this is the value of the berlin.csv file. So we have berlin go dot yeah. So this file is uploaded successfully into the DynamoDB table by Amazon function. Next is, let's go to DynamoDB. Choose table. Now choose explore table item. The data from the inventory file is displayed. Yes, it is. Next is task 4, configuring notification. You want to notify inventory management staff when store run out of stock for an item. For this serverless notification functionality, you use Amazon SNS. So let's go to SNS, simple notification service. Let's create a topic with name no stock go to next step. So type is going to be standard. Let's create topic. We cannot allow it to have a space at the end. Then it says go to subscription, create subscription, protocol going to be email. Let me enter my email address here. Just create subscription. Topic is no stock email. Okay. To confirm your subscription, open email message and choose confirm subscription link. So I have to open my email. So let's confirm the email. Subscription confirmed. So in this task I forgot to unpause my videos, but I have done this task. In this task basically I have created another Lambda function with name check stock, and with all these settings I have created a Lambda function which will check the stock, and if there is no stock it will send message to SNS. And I have copied this email in the function. I also added a trigger value. The source is choose DynamoDB, and the DynamoDB table is inventory, and then I added it. So as you can see, the trigger inventory was successfully added to function check stock. We have covered up to this step. Now last task is testing the system. You now upload an inventory file to Amazon S3 which invokes the original load inventory function. This function loads data into DynamoDB, which then invokes new check stock Lambda function. If the Lambda function detects an item with 0 inventory, it sends a message to Amazon SNS. Then Amazon SNS notify you through SMS or email. So let's go to S3. And go to upload. It says upload a different inventory file. Okay. This time this is going to be inventory Kolkata. uploaded this file and return to inventory system dashboard browser tab. Okay, just refresh. Yes, we have Kolkata here as well. Also, you should receive a message notification through SMS or email that stores has an out of stock item. So in Calcutta we have eco as count 0, so we should receive email for this, and there we go. We have inventory alert which says if you wish to stop, no, Calcutta is out of stock for eco, which is really great. So this lab is successfully completed and our all functions are working properly. So in this lab we have implemented a serverless architect for AWS, invoked Lambda function from Amazon S3 and Amazon DynamoDB, configured Amazon SNS to send notification. Let's submit it for the grades, and there is always something wrong with this submission, I don't know, but we have successfully completed this lab and we have seen all the notifications are there and it is working properly. So lab is completed. And I have to ignore this, I don't know, because the might be the name of the bucket could be different, or the bucket event then related to that bucket is different, so that's why it is not giving the marks here. Okay, thank you.